My DoorDash people. I thought I would make this video. I came across an order that I did yesterday in regards to this, and as you can see by the thumbnail, in regards to this top customer deal. From the moment I seen that in this order that I picked up, and mind you, this order was from McDonald's, like that whole little statement about the top customer thing, it rubbed me the wrong way. And that's directly from DoorDash in the sense. And I'm gonna kind of break it down, like, as to why. Like, I don't understand what DoorDash is doing. They get in this room with other board people or something, they make these decisions. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like, okay, I had the video about the Platinum Pass thing. Now they're doing this top customer thing. So my issue with this, generally speaking, is, what is a top customer? What does that mean to us as drivers? Like, I don't get it, because the whole statement about it is deliver with extra care. Pay more attention to the details with the offer. So you can there's a possible chance that you can get more tip or a higher rating. So mind you, this order was from McDonald's. I think it was $6.50 total. At the end of it all, I think it was a $4 order, and they tipped me $2.50. And again, it was McDonald's. So mind you, that bag is sealed. There's nothing I can check. It's just, I pick up the bag and go. You get there, pick up the bag and go, deliver it to the door, take the picture, call it a day. But my biggest concern with this top customer thing is, like, as far as it mattering to us, why does that matter? Like, in my head, I take care of every customer that I get, whether it's a merchant pickup or a shop and deliver. And this is directly to DoorDash, and this is where I have a problem. And I hate making videos like this because I don't come off as a negative person, and I don't really speak too much on the negative side. And I don't want to consider this a negative thing. I should be able to have an opinion on something that maybe I don't like. And in this case, this is one of those things where DoorDash, you are too big of a company to be doing stuff like this. And I don't care what the reasoning is. When you just read it for face value, what's the difference from one customer to the next customer? Like, I don't care if one customer paid an extra $2.99 to get their order faster or whatever it is. That's them paying $2.99 to get their order faster. I'm not going to provide some extra service already than what I already do to already get the higher paying orders that I get, to get the short distance offers that I get. Me giving them the service that I get with my text messages. I'm not offering anything else. I'm not doing anything else. I already do the most that I possibly can, and that's more than what most people do, generally speaking. Because the whole point of it is, I accept an order, I go pick up the order, I don't have to send no text out, I don't have to do any of that. And you don't have to either. It's just something I choose to do, and it's why where I'm at is where I'm at, in terms of my offers and my pay and this and that. And the customer relationships that I build with all the customers, getting good feedback and such. So then when I see this thing, it's just like, what? So my thing is this customer more important than the next customer? Can I pay less attention to detail on a customer that doesn't have this top customer deal going on? Like, what does a top customer mean to me? Like, it means nothing to me, because I take care of every order that I get the same way. I take care of every order with care. I make sure all the items are there. You send enough reminders telling us that things are frequently missing. Pay attention, don't forget the drinks. You guys send plenty enough of those messages out there, so what more is it that I needed to do with this customer, especially the fact that it was from McDonald's? But it don't matter. It can be from McDonald's, or it can be from a place where it was a $200 plate. It doesn't matter. Aren't we supposed to take care of all the customers the same, with care? So now, DoorDash, now what you're doing is you're saying that it's okay to not have that extra care for other paying customers. That's why I'm trying to figure out what is the difference with this customer, that it's a top customer versus a non-top customer. Aren't they both paying customers? Didn't they both order through DoorDash? And again, mind you, this was just a McDonald's order. It was nothing special. I can't open that bag and double check your Big Mac and fries and drink to make sure that it's good or that it's there. Like, I can't, because they sealed the damn bag. I get in my car, I sit the bag down in my seat. How much extra more care am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to put the seatbelt on the bag? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but it's silly. Additionally, like, you telling me that's a top customer and that I could possibly get more tips or a tip or get a higher rating, possibly get a higher rating. It's not telling me that you're going to get a higher rating. It's not telling me that you are going to get an additional tip on top of whatever they left. So if that doesn't happen, it's like, do I get to tell the customer that I'm a top driver? Do I get to tell them that I'm in the platinum tier and I got 100% AR and I got 100% completion rating? Can I ask for more tip? No, I can't. So what's the point in telling me about a top customer and to take extra care of, like, for what? For what? I don't know how much more extra care that I can give to this damn bag that I have sitting in my seat that's sealed up. Like, I don't know what else to do. So it was just something that just kind of bothered me, because I figure every customer is the same. Every customer should expect their food to be taken, or their order to be taken care of with the utmost importance of getting it to them in the most perfect way possible. So that on that top customer end, that could just be a DoorDash customer that maybe spends a lot of money with DoorDash. I don't know. That doesn't change one thing or another when it comes to me and picking that order up. That you have to mention that. Like, I'm not doing nothing extra, anything any different. What am I supposed to sit the order in my lap to give it extra care? Am I supposed to rub the bag like as I'm driving it? Like, I don't know. It's just really weird that you're giving the okay to not care for the other customers as much, just because it doesn't say top customer on those orders. So I don't know, DoorDash. Like I said, you guys put all this time into creating this little silly stuff instead of focusing on ways to then better the pay for certain drivers out there. Now, I make a decent to good amount, and I appreciate it. I'm not complaining whatsoever. But I'm more speaking on behalf of other drivers, in the sense when it's like you guys are doing all these little things. We already have to get to the merchant, and they ask us, how can we help you? You already telling them, hey, I'm picking up a DoorDash for Javier. I just told you I'm picking up a DoorDash for Javier. Now you're asking me to see my phone. For what? I just told you I'm picking up an order for Javier. Now, I don't care what the reason it is that the merchants or the workers need to ask furtherly to see your phone. Like, that's not my problem if certain merchants or whatever have gotten, not necessarily robbed, but got orders stolen from them. That's not my problem. I'm not out here stealing orders. So because it happened once, now we all have to pay for that. Well, no, that's a problem with you and DoorDash. And if you're not okay with DoorDash, because we're all under DoorDash, that's a problem you have with them, not with me. Or you have a problem with that one driver if you know who that driver is. But it's like, now I got to show you my phone, because now my word is not worth it when I'm telling you. Well, I just came up with Javier out of the air. Like, it's silly. But yeah, there I go showing you, and then there that is, and then obviously it's okay. So then I had to take a picture of the receipt on the bag. Then we got to deal with the whole on time thing and make sure that we're Speedy Gonzalez to the customer's house to drop off the food. Then we get there and we got to take a picture. And we got to click confirm that we're done. Or we got to get a signature. We got to scan the back of their driver's license, depending on if it's just stop and deliver with alcohol. Like, there's all these loops and hoops and all this stuff that we got to go through And then you throw this thing up here that's like, we got to take extra care of somebody's order. Like, am I seeing that extra money? Am I seeing extra money while you're asking me to take extra care? That's different if you said, oh, okay, this order was $6.50. Take extra good care of this order. Make sure it don't tip over. Make sure this and that. We'll give you an extra $1. That's a whole different ball game. But there's no mention about money there. You're talking about a rating and a tip from a customer. Yet you're giving us some message. And that customer already left that tip. They're not going to leave an additional one. And my ratings, I know how to get my own ratings. I don't need to do anything extra to get a higher rating. Can you give a 6 rating? Can you give a 7-star rating? No, because I'm already getting 5s. I'm at 100%. So like I said, instead of you guys speaking on DoorDash, instead of you guys sitting all together in a room to try to figure out how to come up with extra money, not for you to take, not for you to profit off of additionally. Come up with some extra money, and it could be a little bit, to help some of the drivers out there. Me having this channel, I have learned from one side of the country to the next that all the markets are different. They're not the same, and I've known that. And it just I get more and more information from different drivers. From gold all the way to platinum, even people below gold. Below silver. So I'm getting to know more and more and more information as we go along. Enough to know that some drivers just aren't getting paid out there, getting these upside down offers. Imagine getting an upside down offer. And this to you, DoorDash. Imagine you offering a driver an upside down offer. You offer the driver $2 to go 9 miles, and then you want to leave this message? Take extra good care of this order? It's not saying I'm going to throw the order around, but really? You want me to do some extra stuff for a possible tip when the order itself stood at $2 and didn't show a tip? Like I said, it's just things that bother me, whether it's about me or whether it's about another driver. Granted, it's my journey that I'm driving. I can only worry about myself in the sense of what it is that I do as a driver and how I accept my orders, how I keep my profile and or ratings. But I still have a thought about other drivers, especially when you do things like this. Like, how is this helping us? How is this helping us? Are you telling the customers that this is what's going to be said to us for them to then want to give us an additional tip, possibly on top of what they've already given us? Or to guarantee us that we're going to get a 5-star? Because what guarantee do we have? If I take absolute care of this order like I normally do already, what guarantee is it that I'm going to get a 5-star? Yet you're telling me something that I have to do, which is something that aren't we already doing? You act like we get in the car and I just throw that McDonald's bag in the back all willy-nilly, just like that. That you're telling me to take extra good care of this order. DoorDash, you got to do better. You got to do better. All this silly stuff. It was very, very simple. DoorDash was very simple, and it's gotten so complex now. Yet nobody's really seeing the extra money, but it's gotten so complex now. Now I'm just curious what the next silly thing is that's going to get thrown out there that absolutely benefits us nothing. Because this definitely don't benefit me. I'm not even to pay attention to this. I don't do customers' orders wrong in the sense to have to be told this. And I know it's not directly to me. It's just something that you're putting, obviously, because for this customer, whatever it is they're doing, that they're a top customer, you guys are notating that. But we're all out here taking care of the customer's orders. Like, and if there are some drivers that don't, that's a conversation you have with the driver. Whether it's a contract violation or a phone call that you're calling, but just to throw that out there like that, kind of wild and crazy. So I'll leave it at that. I've seen a couple videos. I was curious what this is about. A couple people had posted some videos already. I was just curious. I didn't watch the videos. Because to me, this is self-explanatory. I don't care what the reason is behind it, or if there's a valid reason. It is self-explanatory what it's saying, but at the same time, it's silly. Because we're supposed to treat all customers the same. I don't care what extra they have paid for faster delivery or how much they've ordered with DoorDash. My concern is when I accept that order, how much it is that I'm getting paid, and if it comes with a tip. After that, that's on me. I accepted the order, blah, blah, blah. I can't necessarily call it a money grab on DoorDash's end because you don't see the message until after the driver's accepted it. It would be a money grab if that message popped up along with the order to accept it, because then in your mind you're like, oh man, this is a top customer. I might get an extra tip or more of a tip or a better rating. And then at that point I would consider it a cash grab from DoorDash, but it's not, because it's within the order after you accepted it. So what is the whole purpose of this? I'm sure somewhere in your contract or whatever it is, or somewhere in the details of how to do this job, you tell us that you take care of the customer's order. I'm sure somewhere in there. You guys are way too big to be speaking on something like this. And now we're separating the customers. Some customers mean less. I'm pretty sure customers wouldn't like this statement. Because then that's just telling them that maybe they'll get a driver because I'm not a top customer. They're not gonna take care of my order with care, with extra care. Yeah, miss me with that. And that's me being a customer as well. I know I'm not a top customer. I order DoorDash, but I don't order it that much. And I don't know what you got to do to become a top customer. But I tell you one thing: nothing better happen with my order. I mean, it better be taken care of. So I'll leave it at that, guys. I just wanted to do my opinion out there on what this whole thing was about. And I think it's silly, it's crazy, it's wild. Because now DoorDash is basically saying it's okay to treat some customers' orders this way, or treat this customers with extra care. And now we either have to do something extra, or we treat this customer's food like whatever. Yeah. Y'all know what it is with me. Till next time, Boy C Moto, I'm out.